Most people believe that paying cash for a car is the smartest financial move they can make. After all, that's what we've been told for years. Avoid debt. Own your car outright. Sleep well at night knowing you don't owe anyone a single dollar. It sounds responsible. It sounds disciplined. It sounds like something financially successful people would do. But what if one of the most common pieces of financial advice is quietly costing ordinary people thousands of dollars over their lifetime? What if the very decision that feels safe is actually slowing down your wealth-building potential? Because that's exactly what happened to me. For years, I believed paying cash for cars was the only smart option. Every financial guru seemed to agree. Every personal finance article repeated the same message. Save up. Pay cash. Avoid financing at all costs. And honestly, it felt good. There was something satisfying about handing over the money and driving away without a monthly payment. No debt. No obligations. No worries. At least that's what I thought. Then one day, I started looking at the numbers differently. And what I discovered completely changed the way I think about cars, investing, and wealth. But before we continue, if you've ever paid cash for a car or you're thinking about buying one soon, take a second and hit the like button. It helps this video reach more people who may be making expensive financial mistakes without realizing it. And I want to hear from you. Have you ever paid cash for a vehicle, or do you prefer financing? Comment below and let us know your experience. Your story might help someone else make a better decision. And if you're serious about building wealth, protecting your retirement, and making smarter money decisions, subscribe to the channel. Every week, we break down financial habits that can either move you closer to freedom or quietly keep you stuck. Now let's get into it. The turning point came when I was preparing to buy another vehicle. The price was around $40,000. I had the cash available. In fact, I felt proud that I had saved enough to pay for the entire thing without borrowing a single dollar. But before making the purchase, I asked myself a question that I had never seriously considered before. What would happen if that $40,000 stayed invested instead? Not next month. Not next year. But over the next 10, 15, or 20 years. The answer shocked me. Because most people don't realize that every dollar spent on a car isn't just money leaving their bank account. It's also money losing the opportunity to grow. An opportunity cost is one of the most expensive concepts in personal finance. The problem is that opportunity cost is invisible. You never receive a bill for it. You never see it on a statement. Nobody calls you to remind you about it. But it affects your financial future every single day. Imagine two people. Both want the exact same vehicle. Both can afford it. The first person pays $40,000 in cash. The second person finances the vehicle at a favorable interest rate and keeps most of that money invested. At first glance, the cash buyer appears smarter. No debt. No payments. No interest. Case closed. Except that's not the end of the story. Because while the vehicle immediately begins losing value, the invested money may continue growing. Year after year. Compounding quietly in the background. The car depreciates. The investments appreciate. And over time, that gap can become enormous. This is where many people make a critical mistake. They focus exclusively on eliminating debt, without considering the return their money could be generating elsewhere. Now, does this mean financing is always better? Absolutely not. Far from it. In fact, financing can become a financial disaster if done incorrectly. High interest rates can destroy the entire strategy. Overspending on vehicles can destroy the strategy. Long loan terms can destroy the strategy. Buying a car you can't afford can destroy the strategy. The goal isn't to borrow money just for the sake of borrowing money. The goal is optimization. And that's a completely different conversation. Wealthy people often think differently about money. They don't simply ask, Can I afford this? They ask. What is the most productive use of this capital? That single question changes everything. Because money is a tool. Every dollar has a job. And when a large amount of money gets locked into a rapidly depreciating asset, that money stops working as hard as it could. Think about it this way. Imagine placing a large pile of cash inside a garage. Then imagine placing that same pile of cash into productive investments. One slowly shrinks in value. The other has the potential to grow. Which one helps build wealth faster? The answer seems obvious when viewed from that perspective. Yet millions of people never think about their vehicle purchase in those terms. Instead, they focus entirely on the emotional comfort of avoiding debt. And that's understandable. Debt can feel dangerous. Debt can feel stressful. Debt can feel like risk. But here's the irony. Sometimes the greater risk isn't financing. Sometimes the greater risk is losing decades of potential growth. Because time is the most powerful force in investing. And every year matters. Especially as retirement gets closer. The older you get, the less time you have for compounding to work its magic. That's why small decisions today can have surprisingly large consequences tomorrow. A few $1,000s here. A few $1,000s there. Over 20 years, those decisions can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not an exaggeration. That's simply the mathematics of compounding. And once you understand that, it becomes impossible to look at major purchases the same way. Suddenly, buying a car isn't just about transportation. It's not just about monthly payments. It's not just about avoiding interest. It's about capital allocation. It's about opportunity cost. It's about your future. Now let's talk about another uncomfortable truth. Many people who proudly pay cash for vehicles don't actually keep that habit consistent across all areas of life. They'll spend $40,000 on a car without hesitation. But they won't invest $40,000 into their future. They prioritize ownership over growth, consumption over accumulation, short-term certainty over long-term wealth creation. And that mindset can become extremely expensive. Because financial success rarely comes from one giant decision. It comes from thousands of small decisions repeated over time. Every dollar has a direction. Either it's building future wealth, or it's funding present consumption. The challenge is finding the right balance. And that's where most people struggle. Nobody wants to feel reckless. Nobody wants unnecessary debt. But nobody wants to reach retirement wishing they had invested more either. The key is understanding the trade-offs. Every financial decision involves one. The question is whether you're aware of it. When I stopped automatically paying cash for cars and started evaluating the full financial picture, something changed. I became more intentional. I stopped thinking emotionally. I started thinking strategically. And that shift affected much more than vehicle purchases. It affected investing, saving, retirement planning, and long-term wealth building. Because once you begin seeing money as capital rather than simply cash, your entire perspective changes. You stop asking what something costs. You start asking what it costs you over time. And those are very different questions. A vehicle may cost $40,000 today. But the real cost might be much higher if that money could have compounded for years. Or the real cost might be lower if financing terms are unfavorable and paying cash makes more sense. The answer depends on the numbers. That's why blanket financial advice can be dangerous. The best decision isn't always the one that sounds smartest. It's the one that works best for your specific situation. And that's exactly why you should never make a major financial decision based purely on conventional wisdom. Run the numbers. Understand the opportunity cost. Evaluate the alternatives. Then make the choice that supports your long-term goals. Because your future self will live with the consequences of today's decisions, whether you realize it or not. And that's the urgency most people miss. Every year you delay building wealth is a year you'll never get back. Every dollar that could have compounded but didn't is an opportunity permanently lost. That's why these decisions matter. Not because of the car, but because of what the car represents. A choice between consumption and growth. Between appearance and progress. Between feeling wealthy and becoming wealthy. If you've made it this far, you're already thinking differently than most people. And that's exactly how financial transformation begins. One new perspective. One better decision. One step at a time. So if this video made you rethink the way you buy cars, subscribe to the channel right now. This channel is for people who want to make smarter financial decisions and build lasting wealth before it's too late. And in the comments type, "I choose growth." I read as many comments as possible, and I'd love to know who's committed to thinking differently about money. Don't forget to leave a like if you found value in this video. And make sure to watch the next video on your screen right now. Because the financial mistake you avoid next could be worth far more than you think.